Am I hearing this right? I give you the equivalent of $200,000. You return the funds back to me, and I have to repay you $200,000 plus interest. Do you think I'm stupid?
All the banks are doing this. Congress allows this.
And the truth shall set you free.
Well, how did I get here?
How we got here, that's a whole nother story, and I got videos on that. But today, we're going to revisit the infamous Jerome Daly versus First National Bank, 1968, aka the Credit River decision, which was eventually overturned. Wrong, because that's not what happened, is it? Right, technically, it was nullified, because they killed the judge. Whack! Be that as it may, there's some new people in the back that probably want us to start from the top. No cap. He's talking to you, Gen Z. By the way, welcome to the party. And for everyone else, stick around, because at the end, we're going to show you what we can all do about it.
Well, this is a promissory note.
Is there an agreement between Mr. Smith, the borrower, and the defendant?
Yes.
Do you believe the agreement includes a lender and a borrower?
Yes. I'm the lender and Mr. Smith is the borrower.
What do you believe the agreement is?
We have the borrower sign the note and we give the borrower a check.
Does this agreement show the words borrower, lender, loan, interest, credit, or money within the agreement?
Sure it does.
According to your knowledge, who was to loan what to whom according to the written agreement?
The lender loaned the borrower a $200,000 check. The borrower got the money and the house and has not repaid the money.
Do you believe an ordinary person can use ordinary terms and understand this written agreement?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe you or your company legally own the promissory note and have the right to enforce payment from the borrower?
Absolutely, we own it and legally have the right to collect the money.
Does the $200,000 note have actual cash value of $200,000? Actual cash value means the promissory note can be sold for $200,000 cash in the ordinary course of business.
Yes.
So according to your understanding of the alleged agreement, how much actual cash value must the bank loan to the borrower in order for the bank to legally fulfill the agreement and legally own the promissory note?
$200,000.
Okay, so according to your belief, if the borrower signs the promissory note and the bank refuses to loan the borrower $200,000 actual cash value, would the bank or the borrower own the promissory note?
Well, the borrower would own it if the bank did not loan the money. The bank gave the borrower a check, and that is how the borrower financed the purchase of the house.
Okay. Do you believe that the borrower agreed to provide the bank with $200,000 of actual cash value, which was then used to fund the $200,000 bank loan check back to the same borrower, and then agreed to pay the bank back $200,000 plus interest?
No, if the borrower provided the $200,000 to fund the check, there was no money loaned by the bank, so the bank cannot charge interest on money it never loaned.
Okay. So if this happened, in your opinion, would the bank legally own the promissory note and be able to force Mr. Smith to pay the bank interest and principal payments?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, so I cannot answer legal questions.
Well, then, is it bank policy that when a borrower receives a $200,000 bank loan, the bank receives $200,000 actual cash value from the borrower, that this gives value to a $200,000 bank loan check, and this check is returned to the borrower as a bank loan, which the borrower must repay?
Well, I do not know the bookkeeping entries.
I'm asking you if this is the policy.
I do not recall.
Okay. Mr. Banker, do you believe the agreement between Mr. Smith and the bank is that Mr. Smith provides the bank with an actual cash value of $200,000, which is used to fund a $200,000 bank loan check back to himself which he is then required to repay plus interest back to the same bank?
I am not a lawyer.
Did you not say earlier that an ordinary person can use ordinary terms and understand this written agreement?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Banker, I'm going to hand you back the bank loan agreement. This is Exhibit B. Is there anything in this agreement showing the borrower had knowledge or showing where the borrower gave the bank authorization or permission for the bank to receive $200,000 actual cash value from him in the note and to use this to fund the $200,000 bank loan check, which obligates him to give the bank back $200,000 plus interest?
No, there is not.
Okay, so if the borrower provided the bank with actual cash value of $200,000 in the note, which the bank used to fund the $200,000 check and returned the check back to the alleged borrower as a bank loan check, in your opinion, did the bank loan $200,000 to the borrower?
In that case, no.
So if a bank customer provides actual cash value of $200,000 to the bank, and the bank returns $200,000 actual cash value back to the same customer, is this a swap or exchange of $200,000 for $200,000?
Yes.
Okay, so did the agreement call for an exchange or swap of $200,000 to be swapped out for another $200,000, or did it call for a $200,000 loan?
A $200,000 loan.
Good. So is the bank to follow the Federal Reserve Bank policies and procedures when banks grant loans?
Yes.
So what are the standard bank bookkeeping entries for granting loans according to the Federal Reserve Bank policies and procedures? And I'll hand you now the Banker Fed publication entitled Modern Money Mechanics, labeled Exhibit C.
The promissory note is recorded as a bank asset, and a new matching deposit or liability is created. Then we issue a check from the new deposit back to the borrower.
So then is this not a swap or exchange of $200,000 for $200,000?
Well, this is the standard way we do it.
Answer the question. Is it a swap or exchange of $200,000 actual cash value for $200,000 actual cash value? If the note funded the check, must they not both have equal value?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to plead the Fifth Amendment on this.
Okay. Tell me, if the bank's deposits or liabilities increase, do the bank's assets increase by an asset that has actual cash value?
Yes.
Is there any exception?
Not that I know of.
So if the bank records a new deposit and records an asset on the bank's books having actual cash value, would the actual cash value always come from a customer of the bank or an investor or a lender to the bank?
Yes.
All right. Is it the bank policy to record the promissory note as a bank asset offset by a new liability?
Yes, it is.
Does the promissory note have actual cash value equal to the amount of the bank loan check?
Yes.
Then, does this bookkeeping entry prove that the borrower provided actual cash value to fund the bank loan check?
Well, yes, it does. The bank president told us to do it this way.